G'day everyone, I'm Wombat, otherwise known as Peter Maguire. Some of you may know me more famously for my war-painted efforts for the Sydney Swans with bloods across my forehead. Got chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, so I've had that for over 23 years and sleeping for 18 hours. I was asked by some overseas friends what my favourite Australian animal was, and being a wombat and having a close affinity with Patrick, the oldest living wombat at Ballarat Wildlife Park, the name stuck. Having a name like Peter and having 12, 13 Peters floating around most places I go, it was just easier to go with the wombat, and it's stuck ever since. I've been travelling around everywhere, interstate and other places due to my health, and coming back to Victoria early last year, my carer Lisa kept on telling me that the most times that she saw me happy was whenever I talked about the Frankston Dolphins club. Getting sick and tired of hearing me talk about Frankston, she turned around and said, "Why don't you go and volunteer?" So I came down, been very nervous about how my health was and how I'd be accepted and how that would fit in, and whether I'd be a benefit to the club was my major concern. But after meeting Patrick Hill, the coach, instantly took a like to the guy, and the most thing that I noticed most importantly about it was that the way he spoke to the players was making them about better human beings, not just footballers, and I wanted to be part of that straight away. It excited me no end, but still there was sort of a little bit of concern about my health, how that would fit in, and it was suggested to me, why don't I try out being a property steward? Instantly fell in love. It was great. I was sort of out of the way, so if I had a few health issues I could take it quietly, but soon just the players and everyone became an instant family. Having a love of football, generally speaking, with the Swans, didn't take very long before the Frankston Dolphins were very much on a par. Watching players turn around, I had a particular interest, especially being where the property room is. A lot of the rehab guys were working. It's a very lonely part of a football club, the rehab, and I had an instant affinity with them and started talking to the guys as they were training. And one of the most exciting parts for me was watching these players go through that and then turning around and handing them their jumper when they went out to run the game. So that close personal relationships and family, it grew and grew and grew over the course of the season. And it got to the point where I was actually missing not being around the club. It's a very family-orientated club. Patrick reminded me of the John Kennedy in the way that he speaks to the players, teaches the players, instilling a new culture. And I was watching young men grow into people that you would be proud to call a brother, son, nephew, cousin, and it was just, can't speak highly enough of the group of young men that I've grown to watch and develop. Watching young players through the development, turning around playing in their senior games, watching a player like Ash Collins who trained week in, week out, and had a running joke with him. I bet you the day that the development squad have their win and I'm here for it, the next week you'll be playing the seniors. And it was just a running joke that was going on between us, and sure enough, the development squad had a win. Was absolutely stoked, and the following week he played in the seniors. So that was absolutely fantastic from that side of it, to see the smile on his face, seeing a skipper Shane Hockey turning around, and we were a bit worried about him when he was injured, watching him work really hard on the track to get back and play. And when he played his game back, it was like he was playing his very first game. He was so excited. And then turning around and obviously seeing him play his 100th game was definitely a highlight. When the guys have their lows, it's sort of, I have lows as well. I'm very emotional. I get very, very teary when the guys had close losses, because I know how hard they work. You won't find a more group of dedicated players to the cause. They will work and work and work, and I'm very excited about the future because I can see success just around the corner. They just need a few experiences. Development guys turning around playing more senior games, they're only going to be better for this year, and it's going to be a stronger and better year next year. Stability around the club. Dolphins TV is an exciting new development, and it's going to be better and better. Me being on it's a bit of a laugh, but what the hell. Just looking forward to exciting and adventurous and prosperous new year all round in every facet of the club, especially on field and off. Last thing I'd like to throw in is earlier I mentioned that I was low on confidence with my health about volunteering and whether I'd be a benefit. It's been an exciting time for me. My confidence has definitely grown, and by being around the football club I know that I've definitely become a better person. So it's not just the players, it's myself as well. So if you have a passion for football and you want to be involved, rather than standing and being a spectator, offer your services as a volunteer. Give Brett Angwin a call, or turn around, come down to the club, ask to speak to him, because like me, you'll turn around and feel part of the team. There's no why, everyone's a team. Go Dolphins.